Beautiful souls, we are going to take a look at what Jupiter retrograde will be bringing you. This is the next 4 months, basically 4th of September to the 31st of December this year, 2023. Jupiter is going retrograde and is asking us to reassess our values, how we make our own luck, our morals, our belief systems even. Whenever Jupiter goes retrograde, we are asked to kind of really look closely at these areas in our life. And depending what ascendant you are, of course, Jupiter rules different houses. And I'm talking about Vedic astrology here. That's what I studied. I don't know much about Western or tropical astrology, so this is the Vedic system when I talk about astrology only. So if you are a Gemini ascendant or rising sign in Vedic astrology, Jupiter is ruling your 7th and your 10th house and is currently going retrograde in your 11th house. So what you might expect here are conflicts and things to deal with when it comes to your business partnerships concerning money, morals, ethics, belief systems, and so on. You might reassess current business partnerships, current work situations that you're in, or you could feel neglected or not fairly recompensed for your work that you're doing. Also, if you feel like you want to have a raise, you're kind of doing much more work than you get paid for or something like that. It's time for you to speak up in this time period. It's really good for you to kind of just get things back on track, get things straight concerning your work, your money, your payment, and business partnerships. Also, the 7th house rules our marriage or very committed relationships, so to speak, and there could be things coming up for you there as well, Gemini. So be prepared. I'm not saying anything bad is going to happen, but you might rethink certain commitments that you have. For some of you, this might be that you decide you don't want to commit any longer. For others, you might want to strengthen this commitment and go to the marriage phase or just have a more deeper bond with your spouse. Okay. All right. So what we are looking at now is we're going to take a look at what's transforming in the next 4 months. Okay. So this applies to all Geminis out there, Western tropical astrology or Vedic sidereal astrology. If you are a Gemini sun, moon, or rising sign, it doesn't really matter. Whatever flows your boat, it doesn't really matter. It floats your boat, of course. All right, we have Argentum, which is silver, and we have the new pearl, Margarita Preciosa. Oh, I love that. That's kind of a gem coming out here. And silver is also very precious. So I will get out all the oracle cards first, Gemini, then we're going to deal with what's going on with you. We have 12th house, surrendering, okay? What is hidden? What do you need to see? So I feel, right off the bat, I feel there's a lot going on in the next 4 months for you guys. There's a huge elevation, a huge spiritual development coming towards you. Some deep and profound internal realizations, very deep and profound spiritual evolution is what's going on for you. Endless possibilities is what you might not see, what's going on in your subconscious level. And of course, we will clarify with the tarot. One last card, what do you need to change? Where might you be too fickle with your energy? Because when we want to manifest, when we want to transform something in our lives, we need to be very focused on one thing. And I want to pull a card to see where you might be too fickle in your energy, where you might be too swaying, not centered enough. We've got the Moth card, which is air energy and could be very flaky. I mean, Gemini, you are in your head a lot. You are thinking a lot, overthinking, having a lot of good ideas. And that's what I love about Gemini people. They are so full of ideas. They are so bubbly, so quirky, so lively. But sometimes it's hard to focus on one thing, and therefore it's hard to manifest something that you want because you need to be really focused on what you want. All right, let's take a closer look at this. So the Moon card, I'm saying Moon card because silver is the metal of the moon, and we have a moon depicted here. It's there's definitely a connection here with what you feel at the moment, with your feelings, with your deep emotions that you need to take a closer look at, that are going to be transformed in the next 4 months here. Gemini, it's about connecting with your inner water, with your inner emotions is what I'm hearing. Also, silver needs to be polished. And when I get these two cards together with the new pearl or the precious pearl, I feel like you are learning a skill here. You are learning something. You could be in a new job or have kind of started or are in a course of study here. There is something that you're learning and you're polishing up your skills in the next 4 months. You're kind of being turned into this precious gem, into this precious pearl here. But I feel like you need to have a little more patience, whatever the endeavor is for you, whatever you're wishing for, whatever you want to manifest in your life. It's really important to give it time and brush up on your skills is what I'm hearing. Not that you are not good at what you're doing, but I feel like you're almost there. I mean, silver comes before gold, and silver is not bad. When you win the silver medal, you are kind of in the second place. You're winning already. So I feel like you are good at what you are doing already. But if you want to be the best, if you want to go for gold, you just need to brush up a little here. And there's definitely the need for you to be patient in what you want to achieve. Okay, so the next 4 months is a good time to practice patience, to kind of focus on what you want to do, focus on what you do best, focus on what you love to do, and just enhance your skills in a way. Also, the silver and the moon are mirrors. Okay, so everything that you feel, everything that is triggered within you, especially negative emotions like fear, like the feeling of not being good enough, anger and things like that are really uncomfortable. They are triggers which are meant to show us where we can heal. Okay, so that's really important to integrate our shadow sides, integrate our emotional wounds to move on up in our energy and on our spiritual path. So what's being transformed, especially in the next 4 months for you, Gemini, is the 12th house, everything that has to do with solitude. So I feel like a lot of you will benefit from being alone in the next 4 months, spending time with yourself, looking closely at your emotions. And there's a lot of spiritual transformation that's going on within the next 4 months for you. So till the end of December 2023, there will be a change in your spiritual connection to other realms. The 12th house also talks about other lands, foreign lands, not only unseen realms, different dimensions, but also foreign lands. So there could be travel, or there could be a connection with people from foreign lands here for you in the next months upcoming for you, Gemini. But also this is your spiritual evolution, your connection to spirit, your own transformation, internal transformation. So I feel like a lot is going on here in the 12th house. The 12th house also stands for expenses in the physical. Like there could be a transformation in the way that you spend your money, whatever that means, good or bad. I'm not here to judge, and I don't like to read the cards and the energies as good or bad, because there's a good side to everything, there's a negative side to everything, because we are in a 3D world, more or less. And yeah, unless we transcend it and go to a different dimension, but still, for those of us who still are connected to the 3D, there is a negative and a positive side to each and everything, because we live in duality, which is depicted here with these two angelic beings also. And yeah, it's kind of time to see it like it is and not judge. Okay, not judge something as good or bad. And that's the way that you can transcend and level up, is what I'm getting, Gemini. To not see something as good or bad, but to surrender. It's what the card actually says. Surrender to what is, let it be. Okay, let it go, let it be the way it is. Do not judge anything. I think that's your big theme for the next 4 months here, to kind of learn to not judge a situation or people, not judge it as good or bad, and just observe it, let it be. Okay, but what can the cards tell us about the 12th house? What's coming towards Gemini? What major transformation is here? With the Ace of Wands in the reverse, there is a lack of progress here for you. Some of you might question your path. You might not know where to go in the future concerning your career, but also concerning your own identity is what I'm getting. You might be a bit stuck here. Yeah, there is delays coming in. You might feel a bit impatient, especially with this Pearl card here. Things are moving forward too slowly. There is no passion, there is no fun, there is no fire. Maybe in your energy or in your surroundings, it feels like there is not enough motivation for you to move forward towards something. Maybe you don't know what you wish for, what you want to manifest, because there are many things that you desire, but you don't actually know what's good for you, what your heart really desires. Because Gemini, sometimes we are all up in our heads and have ideas, and we don't really connect with our hearts. So the universe asks you to really sit in stillness, maybe meditate, do some breathing exercises, whatever floats your boat, whatever's good for you here, to really reconnect with what your heart is telling you. And also, when the Six of Cups comes up in the reverse, there is some unhealed part of your emotions. That's why we have the Argentum card with the moon reference, and also the moon card is coming up here. There's something that is hidden, there's something in the subconscious that needs to be transformed concerning your emotions. There's definitely some of you that need to reconnect with past hurts and with wounds, and I feel like you don't want to face it. With the Moth card here, you don't want to face the uncomfortable, but it's really important that we do it, that we integrate the shadow parts of ourselves, because I know people always say, and I don't exclude myself, that we need to raise our energy, we need to raise our vibration, but that's not the whole truth, because we definitely need to integrate the shadows. And what we definitely need to do, we need to transcend both the good and the bad, the high and the low vibration. We need to transcend it, because if we say we have to be in this high state of consciousness, in this high energy all the time, we are not taking into account that we are dualistic beings, we are human beings, and we are in a dualistic world. So there are shadow aspects of us as well, and they want to be integrated. And when we can integrate both the good and the bad, we can transcend it, and we can get out of this game of the matrix, and we don't define on any scale of frequency anymore, because we have transcended it. We don't take part in the rules of the matrix anymore, okay? So that's the goal of spiritual evolvement, in my personal opinion, okay? But definitely there is something that needs to be looked at concerning your emotions, guys. So if you want to progress, if you want to transform yourself on an internal and external level, because when we change internally, our reflection in the outside will change as well. So if you want to see a change, a positive change, you definitely have to integrate your shadow and look at your past hurts and at your emotions, what they want to tell you. And the best way to do that is to sit in silence, to do yoga, meditate, breath work, whatever your spiritual go-to practice is. Also surrendering, forgiveness, being in the here and now. You can also listen to stuff like frequencies that helps you get into this mode of transcending what is. This could be really good for you guys. And we also have the endless possibilities here. And this is the position of what you don't see, what you need to be aware of, what your spirit guides want you to know. So with the endless possibilities, there could be some self-limiting beliefs when it comes to manifesting something. We have the number 38, adding up to an 11. And 11 is all about manifesting your wishes, your dreams. We also have the star reference here. So this is something that you want to manifest. I feel like you might be on the way to manifesting what you want here, Gemini, but it's going slower than you want, slower than you expected. But do not limit yourself by having limiting beliefs about yourself, okay? There are endless possibilities, and the universe wants you to know that you can tap into anything that you want, that you can manifest whatever you want. Don't limit yourself by thinking small, is what I'm getting. Let's clarify. Yeah, some of you really need to get out of your comfort zone, because safety might be really important for you. We have the King of Pentacles here showing up for you. This talks about financial security, also about your root chakra, about feeling really grounded. But there is so much more here. If you want to manifest something, you need to leave your comfort zone, is what I'm getting. There are endless possibilities here for you to grab, Gemini, once you leave your comfort zone, your area of safety. Definitely need to follow a path that you have started, and you need to think big and make a decision here. You have the decision between two options, possibly, or just, you know, this could also be the decision to just stay in your comfort zone or move forward on an idea with the Two of Wands. Okay, and this could be a new opportunity here with the Page of Pentacles. This could be a new job, a new career, a new hobby, a new partnership, whatever suits to your situation, whatever you truly want in your heart. And once you sit in stillness and feel within you, you will notice what you truly want. Your heart will tell you that. So there is something out of balance here, or you might have options and you don't want to make a decision because you are afraid to leave your comfort zone, is what I'm getting strongly. Okay. So if you want to move forward, you definitely have to listen to your heart and transform what holds you back. Self-limiting beliefs, wounded emotions from the past. And what I'm hearing also is that you are, or some of you are moving forward based on what you have experienced in the past, okay? This is what the Endless Possibility card wants to say, that we are reflecting and making decisions based on what has happened to us or what we have experienced in the past. But there are more possibilities here for you. There are more outcomes to certain situations. So let's say you have been only hurt in the past by relationships, okay? The universe wants to tell you it doesn't have to be this way. You can change it by looking at your emotions, by integrating these shadow aspects and whatever has hurt you here. You can move on, and the outcome can be really different, but you just have to make the choice to get out of your comfort zone and try something new and try it again and get things back into balance. So once you make the decision and say, I believe that different things can come towards me, better things are meant for me, okay, then you will have them. It's a matter of belief here, definitely. All right, with the Moth card, as said before, it's air energy. It totally reflects your energy, Gemini. Like I said, you can be, not all of you, but some of you, depending on where you have your Gemini placements and so on. But mainly the Gemini that I know in my life, they are bubbly, they are quirky, they are on the move, they are overthinking all the time. And this is what the Moth represents. You are fluttery and hasty, and when it comes to wanting to manifest your dreams, your desires, you need to be really focused on one thing, okay? So do not give your energy away to too many things at one time. Try to stay focused on what it is you want to manifest. For now, go with one thing at a time before you lose yourself in endless opportunities here, okay? I mean, there are endless opportunities for you, don't get me wrong, but try to focus on one thing at a time. And once you have accomplished that, focus on the next thing. It will be easier for you specifically here with the Moth energy. The Moth goes towards the light, but like I said, we need to integrate the shadow aspect. Do not shy away from dealing with your shadows. It will enhance your life by so many more nuances, and it will give you so much enrichment. I tell you that I'm a shadow worker. I've done a lot of that for myself, and diving deep into your shadows doesn't mean that you have to be low on frequency. It's just a matter of dealing with the stuff that was going on, because dealing with it means healing and integrating. And like I said, you don't want to push away parts of yourself because they are a part of you, and your experiences, no matter how uncomfortable and bad they were, they make up for who you are right now, okay? And don't judge it. It doesn't make you, a bad experience doesn't make you bad in a way, but you just learn and grow from it. So I think it's not a good thing and not very helpful to push away all the uncomfortable experiences that we had, because they made us grow and learn something, okay? So try to integrate, if you're up for it, the shadow parts of yourself. Also, the Moth card talks about not being too impatient. If you want to reach a goal, like I said, try to learn a little more, polish up your skills a little more, on a more external level. If you don't want to deal with your internal stuff, or if you think that you don't have to, this can resonate on the external level as well. So if you're trying to go for a new hobby, career, independence, like self-employment or whatever it is, you might want to brush up your skills a little bit. You need to polish your silver a little bit. Like I said, you're not bad at what you do, not at all, but you can turn into this beautiful gem that's really sparkling and really precious. So you can go even further, but have patience, okay? Don't be too hasty, because I feel that some of you want to be there already, but you know, you need to enjoy the process. You need to enjoy the learning curve is what I'm getting. So what else do we have here for Gemini? For the Moth, what do you want to tell me here, Spirit Guides and Angels? 7 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there might be some things coming to light here. I mean, I tell you honestly what I'm thinking right now. If you dare to dive deep into your shadow side, you might have some really deep revelations about yourself or the people surrounding you, okay? So there might be really good things coming to light by diving deep into your shadows, into those uncomfortable feelings that you have, by sitting with them and just letting them come up and observing them. Also, this is you being really strategic and going for something that you want, or the universe wants you to be strategic and focus on one thing and go for it. Get out of your comfort zone, like I said. What else is there for Gemini to know? What is to be transformed? And again, the Star card, it's about, first of all, making your wishes come true, going for it, getting out of your comfort zone, believing in yourself. The Star card is a card of hope, of optimism, of believing that your wishes can come true. It's a card of wishful thinking, but also it's the card of healing. So again, there might be emotions. I mean, this is the Aquarius sign, but I also was kind of drawn to this water, and these are kind of waves representing Aquarius. So what I'm getting is emotional healing is a good opportunity for you to move further in your spiritual journey, for those of you up for it. But also on a more external level, it's time for you to make your wishes come true by getting out of your comfort zone, by dealing with what has happened and letting the past go and knowing that there are endless possibilities. That's a really beautiful message here for you guys. So you can do it, guys. Whatever you want, you can just grab it, go for it, but you need to let go of the old. No matter how deep you want to dive, it's up to you in the end. One last card of advice. Let go of fears and worries. They are holding you back. They are limiting you. Let go of overthinking. I know that's hard to do. It's easy to say and hard to do, but spiritual practice, meditation, breath work, whatever you want to do, you can go out into nature. You can go for a swim. Water can be really healing for some of you guys. Jumping into a pool, into a lake, into the ocean, whatever chance you have to do. But it's definitely time to let go of your thoughts, your constant stream of consciousness. You kind of need to still your mind a little bit and get out of your thoughts, get out of your head. Do not be afraid. There's so many good things coming towards you once you leave your comfort zone and once you stop limiting yourself by what has happened in the past. So make this jump forward, and there's this precious gem here, this new pearl waiting for you, this new sense of self, or this gem that's waiting for you in the outside world. All right, guys, that was a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated. I hope you can make this transition. All the best for you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.